Check, check. All right, we're gonna get ready to get started. If everybody could find their seats. Awesome. Thank you all for coming. My name is Jack. Welcome to Bitcoin Park Austin. It's pretty fun to be able to say that. We've had a great week. Events all throughout. Ton of energy. Never been more bullish. I feel like I say that all the time, but I continue to get more bullish. So what are you gonna do? Really excited for this film today. We have Alana Mediavilla. How do I pronounce it? Good? Good enough. And she's going to give a quick presentation on the background of her film, and then we're going to screen the film Dirty Money. Dirty Coin. I was so close. But yeah, super excited for this. We'll have a Q&A at the end. We have a few panelists also coming up as well, and it should be a great day. So thank you everybody for coming, and really looking forward to this.
Thank you. Oh, wait, I'll do my thing. There I am.
Oh.
Yes. Wow, thank you all for coming. This is really incredible. Yeah, oh my gosh. I want to do something with you guys first because today is my mom's birthday. And I would like for us to wish her a happy birthday, okay? So I'm going to say something, and then when I go like this, you're all going to say, happy birthday. Her name is Anita. So actually, if you can remember that, happy birthday, Anita. That'd be good. So let's practice it. Happy birthday, Anita. Okay, that's good. Okay. Mamá, te amo. Estamos aquí el día de tu cumpleaños. Estamos screening Dirty Coin en Austin, Texas. Y te queremos desear un feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday, Woo! Thank you, guys. Excellent. Okay, now that's out of the way. It's really an honor to be here with you guys. I am an independent producer and director, and the name of my company is Campo Libre. And there are 3 core things that are really kind of the most important things for me. And all of my films and all of the projects that I work on from here till the day that I die are going to be about family, freedom, or the future. These are really important things to me. And I built my career, I've been in production for 14 years. I built in Silicon Valley. I worked with a lot of tech companies. I worked at Google for 5 years, and I got to travel the world. And my job was to basically humanize tech. You know, people don't want a feature, they want to be enabled to do something. And so I got really good at that, got trained by the best, and I had the golden handcuffs. I was really happy. I got to work on the projects that I wanted to work on. But 2020 hit, and I kind of felt that I was not really doing what I needed to do. We decided to leave California. This is my family. I'm a mother of 3. That's my husband. And we decided to move back to Puerto Rico because I just needed to opt out of the BS that was occurring in California at the time. And so I picked up my family, I quit my job, and I decided to just go full-time into filmmaking. When I get to Puerto Rico, it's 2021, the beginning of 2021, and that's when the vaccine mandates start rolling out. Vaccine passports were being accepted widely and very, very nicely. And I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not gonna come back to my country. By the way, I was born and raised there. I just spent 15 years out. And put up with this shit. I literally just left California for this. And I worked with a lot of different groups to get the message out there. And before that, even in California, I did a lot of work that had to do with really ensuring that we wouldn't lose our freedoms. But I felt like I was just kind of reacting constantly to what was going on, and I didn't want my work. And I had a couple of projects that people wanted me to work on. They were even going to get funded, but I just felt like I just don't want to keep playing their game. I don't want to keep reacting. I want to do something proactive. And so I feel like if you fix the money, you fix the world, right? So I felt let's stop chasing these things and reacting to these things that are occurring, and let's just go more to the core of freedom. And I felt that Bitcoin was a really incredible tool to enable freedom. But every time I would talk to my friends about it, they would say, yeah, but it's so bad for the environment. Just so bad for the environment. I love Bitcoin, but it's so bad for the environment. Have you seen Ethereum? Oh my God, it's so much better. And they're moving to proof of stake. And so I would sometimes counter, and then it just got to a point where I was like, fuck you guys, I'm not gonna say anything. Like, oh yeah, okay. Keep buying your solar panels made in China and your Teslas and your iPhones and completely ignore everything else that you're doing. And let's, post all your videos and photos forever on social media. That's not taking up server space anywhere. And so I decided to stop talking about Bitcoin and just make the film that I would want to show my friends. And that's what I did. And so it took 3 years to make. I traveled to 4 different continents to make the film happen. And we had Bitcoiners from all over the world. We premiered on the day of the halving, 4/20/2024 in Warsaw. So that was, and we won Best Movie. So that was a really, really special weekend. That was Nashville. Thank you. For anybody that went to Nashville, we had over 500 people show up to our Nashville screening. It was epic. We've screened all over the world, and Bitcoiners can host their own screenings. So that has just completely, it's been overwhelming and incredible, and I love it. So yeah, so it's been really well received, which was a fear of mine, because Bitcoiners have opinions and they don't mind sharing them. And I welcomed the opinions, especially while I was making it. I got a lot of slack. How can you help me? You can become a producer on my next projects. You can work with me. You can refer investors or whatever to me. We can collaborate on films together. Do you guys have a film that you're like, my goodness, this needs to be made? Or we can co-produce events. We can co-produce events like this one that we're doing with Bitcoin Park. It is an honor to be here and to be the first official event at Bitcoin Park. So super exciting. I really want to escape the bubble. I love Bitcoin events, especially events like this, but I believe that we need to go to energy conferences, tech conferences, and we need to get no coiners into the room, and they need to watch this and talk about it more. So yes, so if you're interested in producing events and you feel like we can collaborate on that, let me know. You can join our WhatsApp community. And I host parties. Kelly, there you are. You're right there. There you are. There you are. I was in Miami. I host parties wherever I go. I like to host a party. I'm not doing that this time because we were doing the screening, and I just produced a party a couple weeks ago. And but I enjoy doing that because then I invite my favorite people, and then they come, and I like that better than sometimes the alternative. So I thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to stop talking. We're going to do a Q&A at the end, like Jack said. And if a couple of my friends show up, we're going to bring them on after as well, and we're going to discuss. They're minors, and we're going to discuss what they're doing. So without further ado, let's get to it.
You've got this idea that a Bitcoin is like internet money, right? But the real answer, the deeper answer is way cooler than that.
A digital currency in which transactions can be performed without the need for a central bank.
What is a Bitcoin? Yes.
You've probably heard of Bitcoin, but you may not be entirely sure what it is or what it takes to make it.
What does a digital asset mining operation look like? I mean, are there shovels digging in the ground? What does it look like?
It depends where at the location. They're essentially semi-trailers that have